Hello, everybody. It's Peps. It's tipped out. It's round 16. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and the people from Torquay, I have the great man here joining me tonight, Jamie Wallis, to go through our tips for another exciting round of AFL football. Only 8 rounds to go. It's getting tight at the top, loose at the bottom. Who's going to make the 4? Who's going to fall out of the 8? We're going to give you our expert opinion on this week's 9 games. Mr. Fella, Mr. Wallis, it all starts tonight at the Jabba the Hutt, 7:20 p.m. Lions versus the Dogs. I'm going to keep this simple. Zorko, Pryor, Bailey in, Bedendo in new. He looks like he's got a bit of skill, Bedendo. I've been watching a little bit in the VFL. I like him. Lockie Hunter has driven straight to the ground via no parked cars. He's in. Rolly Garcia is in. Out for the Lions. Robertson omitted. Mitch Robinson omitted. I thought he wasn't too bad last week. He kicked a couple goals. So
I think it's the end for Mitch this year. It's last season for Mitch.
And Tom Berry, he has over-ripened and he has been left out. Yep. Caleb Daniel injured. Ed Richards injured. Lockie McNeil, Medi sub. Berry plays his 100th. Bedendo, like I said, plays his first game. Good luck, fella, with your career. Bailey Daly's 100th. And Jack McRae, 200 games. Call it simply, big fella. I'm going the Lions. They're going to be too strong at home, and they'll want to redeem themselves after an absolute Barry Crocker against the D's last week.
Yep. So you said Zorko's in, didn't you?
Yep.
Ooh.
Why would you do it?
Well, it just makes me nervous because Peps. We are old bastards. You and I are old bastards. We've been through old injuries. It makes me nervous. I hope he has a great game. So, good luck, Zorks. But the Lions for me, Peps.
They've got to have I reckon the 30-plus rule add another week. So I think he's only had 2 weeks off. Normally you take 3. He should have had 4 off for a hammy.
Yeah.
It'll probably twang.
I'm going to go for the Lions by... Well, they have to redeem themselves. Lions for me by 21.
I'd go 5 goals. I just think at home and with Daniel being out, they've got no drive off halfback, and Ed Richards has been pretty good this year. It's one of those guys I don't understand why he's been left out, because when he plays, he's actually got some nice runs. So I just think with that, it's going to restrict them a bit. All the pressure back on Norton. He can't wait till Bruce gets back. It's just going to be too strong, and I think that'll end their finals chances.
Ooh.
Yeah, Doggy's done, mate. Doggy's done. Doggy's done. Another team that are going to probably be done will be on Friday, 1st of July. Happy new financial year to everybody out there. Pinching a punch. 7:50 p.m. at the Marvel of Stadiums. Carlton versus the Saints. Adam Chera is in. And for the Saints, Brad Hill is back. Snags Higgins is back. Mason, I've got a Wood is back. And Paddy Get On Me Rider. They're all in, so some big ins for the Saints. Out, Jordan Boyd will Setterfield, the Medi sub. Out for the Saints, Ben Long has got the short of things. He's been omitted. Ben Patton, gone. Cooper Sharman, gone. Darragh Joyce, gone. Ryan Burns, scorched, burn. Out. All omitted. No injuries, no Medi subs, all out. Apparently this is going to be a sellout, J-Dog. Marvel Stadium will be rock and blue style tonight, and I think they're going to do this quite comfortably. The Saints just let us down too often, and they've gone from St Kilda back down to shit Kilda, and I don't want to say it, but their season is cooked as well.
Yeah, look, Carlton for me by plenty.
This could get ugly.
Adam Chera comes in,
It could get ugly. Like, I could see if St Kilda, if Max King doesn't kick goals, which he hasn't over the last few weeks, and those Twin Towers down forward start kicking some, it's going to be very difficult. The only saving grace, I think, could be is if Carlton's non-existent backline have a non-existent performance and King gets off the leash. But I just can't see it happening.
I'll tell you what, though. I reckon you and Rats chuck the toys out of the cot as fast as each other. He's gone and just swung the axe and got rid of 5.
Yeah, why not?
Just omitted.
You know what, though, J-Dog? This is the thing. I look at the names. He hasn't exactly swung the axe. Like, he did go to aisle 65 down at Bunnings Goody style and got the axe out and did do a bit of a swing, but they're all no names.
Yeah. Okay.
No, they're all no names. And that's, no respect
No respect.
No respect. No disrespect to the people involved. But they're no names.
Yeah.
But hey, it was interesting. Saints looking forward to DeGoey.
Oh, don't.
Just do it. Just do it. Give us another year of content. Just please.
Well, Peps, yeah, so Carlton, I'm going to go Carlton by 41.
Yeah, 5 goals.
5 goals for you, another 5 goals?
A bit more. I think these first 2 games will be over 39.5. There's your multi. Rightio, heading into Saturday, Super Saturday kicking in. The disappointing Essendon versus the Swans at the MCG, 1:45 p.m. The hyphens in Brandon Zirk-Thatcher and the Christian place of worship, Darcy Parish. They return. In is Justin McInerney in for the Swans. Now, this is what I can't believe. The only bloke who seems to have been having a crack over the last few weeks, and we've spoken about him on the Tuesday night show, laced out because it's how you watch footy. Ben Hobbs, omitted. Braden Ham, smoked again. Medi-sub. And Nick Bryan omitted. Lewis Taylor, the Medi-sub, and Ryan Clark omitted. Luke Parker playing his 250th. Remember Shruggate? Remember?
Yep.
Oh,
we're here again.
Essendon will be firing up after that shrug on Shield, who's probably been their best player over the last X amount of weeks. Can the real Essendon Football Club please stand up? That's all I'm saying. Because at the moment they're going backwards at the rate of knots. Supporters are rioting on the social platforms right now. They don't know what they stand for, so they'll fall for anything. So I'm going with Essendon.
You going with Essendon?
I'm looking at it going, this is the perfect game for Essendon to lose, so they'll probably win it.
So
6 points.
So Shield will line directly up on Parker, and you'd think Parish directly onto Rowbottom?
Yep.
Or you're going to swap it over because Shield's afraid of Parker?
No. I don't reckon Rowbottom. I reckon he might go to Mills.
Okay.
Because he's been playing good footy out of the middle, Mills.
He has.
He's probably been their best player out of the midfield. Rowbottom, maybe, but I think they'll want to shut down a bit of that Mills influence.
Peps, I know it's a question maybe for Tuesday night, but where's Louis Taylor's career at?
Well, I think it went downhill when he jumped into that scrapyard many, many years ago and started smashing windows with the seatbelt after he won the Rising Star. He's finished. He's
27 years old. He's in and out of a Swans team that's got a lot of youth now.
And 27's not old.
No, it's not old at all. But I'm just thinking...
He should be cherry ripe. He should be locking down a spot.
Yeah.
But he's not.
Yep. All right.
I'm not too sure. Like I said, I reckon Essendon by a goal. Don't know why, but it's just, I have a feeling.
You got Essendon. I'm
going Essendon by a goal. They've got no reason at all to win this game.
Christ.
And so they probably will.
Are you okay? Are you all right, Peps? You feeling all right?
Well, yeah.
Okay. All right.
If I turn up on Tuesday and I've got this right, I'll be walking on cloud 9. I'll be dressed in Essendon garb.
You'll be texting me tomorrow straight away.
I'll be texting you. I'll be swiping right on myself.
Swans for me. Swans by 4 goals.
All right, let's get into the afternoon game. The Crows of Adelaide versus the Melbourne Demons, 4:35 Adelaide Oval. Lockie Murphy and Ryan Thilthorpe both in. D's have not made a change, but there is a rumour going around, and I'll get into it in a moment. Out Ned McHenry, Shane McAdam, and Will Hamill all injured.
Yep.
Jaden Hunt was the Medi-sub. He'll probably stay the Medi-sub.
For you guys.
But I reckon there'll be a change. Bailey Fritsch playing his 100th game. He has got better. Like, he's probably top 3 mid-forwards in the league right now.
I couldn't think of many forwards who've had a better 100-game start to their careers.
And considering he actually started as a backman.
Yep.
So he's averaging 1.5 goals a game, and he didn't really do much for the first 2 years.
Yeah.
It's very consistent. And anytime he gets on that left foot snap, start running back to the middle because it's going through.
Yep.
D's just have to win. And I'll probably do this by maybe 5 goals. I just think that they're just going to be too strong. Adelaide, they'll be looking forward towards the end of the season and just getting through it. My only concern is that there's a rumour going around that Luke Jackson has a bit of a strain on his PCL. So they might leave him out. So you have no Gawn.
Is that attached to his wallet, Peps, the PCL?
Oh, probably. Yeah, it's that chain. But I just think that they're going to be too strong. That means Wiedemann will probably have to ruck more. That means they're probably going to have to bring someone in. So they might go with maybe a Tomlinson as a backup.
Not bad.
So as a backup.
Hey,
and
Peps.
that's no disrespect to Jaden Hunt either.
Peps.
Yep.
Oliver.
Yep.
8 years.
Yep.
That's money gone now. Brayshaw, I think they're preparing for Brayshaw Jackson to walk
No,
there.
it's only 7. So it was a 7-year extension.
7 plus 1, yeah. 7 plus 1
He's already got 1 on his career.
Yep.
So it's 7. But I reckon what they've done is I reckon they've paid him for 6, or paid him for 5, but they've stretched it out over 7 to be able to afford. Petrarca's done it. Salem's done it. So that core group have not got shorter contracts. They've got extended contracts. But at least Melbourne can look and go, you're going to have Gawn, Petrarca, Viney, Oliver, Lever and May have all signed. Salem, like I said, has also signed as well too. Fritsch has also signed for another 4 or 5. Your core premiership group are still going to be there for many, many years.
Very long-term deal.
Yeah, but he's only 24.
Mm-hmm.
He's a 3-time best and fairest winner, 2-time All-Australian.
So was Grundy when he signed a 10-year deal.
I don't even put that. If this was a superannuation ad, mate, I would say do not compare the pair.
All right.
Yeah.
Peps.
Look, with Jackson, I'll leave it at this. I think he'll stay. If he doesn't, I'd love to see what they're going to offer in return because it'd have to be a minimum 3 first-rounders. Minimum.
I don't want to turn this podcast into an hour, but come on. All right. Pepper.
Yep.
What's the margin?
For 5 goals.
Okay. For me, Adelaide Crows by a goal.
You're just doing it to jerk me around.
Melbourne by plenty.
No, I reckon. Look, they'll have their tails up after last year where they beat Melbourne for the first time. Remember, deliberate handball out of bounds, not paid. But we'll let that one go.
Yeah, I thought you must have.
Look, here's a game only Geelong supporters are going to be watching, unless there's nothing else on TV. It's the 7:25 game at GMHBA Stadium. Cats versus North. As I would normally say, hide your wives. Gary Rowan's back. Danger's back as well. Out. Cooper Stevens. Joel Selwood managed. Tom Stewart suspended. Should have been 6. In Charlie Lazaro, Jack Marnie, Lockie Young, Aidan Boner. He's unfortunately gone a bit soft and he's injured. But he's out. Flynn Perez.
I didn't even know he was on the field last week.
Who? Aidan Bonner?
No, Flynn Perez.
Flynn Perez. It sounds like a guy who works for TMZ, doesn't it? And Taron Thomas, personal reasons. Mitch Duncan plays his 250th. That snuck up on me. 250 for Mitch Duncan.
Yeah.
North by a lot, and possibly either Hawkins or Duncan or Stengel will kick a bag. Someone is bagging out.
You mean Geelong by a lot, don't you?
Geelong. What did I say? North by a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, North by a lot to lose. This could get 10 goals easy.
Well,
if Geelong do what they want to do, this could get north of 100.
Well,
and it should be north of 100.
It's the first game of the 4-week review that Walsh is doing at the moment, and this is not going to make his case any better.
No. Coach has got full support of the board.
Of course.
That's all we're looking for. All right. This is the game to be watching at this particular time, and I reckon this could be game of the round. I mentioned it on Tuesday night, Gold Coast Suns versus Collingwood. Apparently, this is a sellout at Metricon Stadium. Sold out, J-Dog. The Gold Coast love a winning team.
Metricon's got like 15 people.
Is in, yeah. But it's still sold out, mate. Don't let facts get in the way of a good story. James, I can't pronounce his name. Cisas? James T. In. Alex Davies, which is a shame, injured. Fiorini, Medisub, and Joe Farrar, health and safety protocol. Jordan Donuts to Goey is back. The Skullmeister has been omitted. Isaac Chugg and Jeremy Howe is out through illness. Yep. James T, because I can't pronounce it, and Isaac Quaynor playing milestone 50th game.
I don't know.
It's us. Hey, big boy. Yes, I'm going with the Suns. I'm just loving what they're doing. They were stiff to lose to your mob last week. That's not saying that your mob weren't bad at all. You were fantastic, but it was just a great quality game. They went down by less than a goal at home, and apparently it's been raining a fair bit up there, and they love the slop. It's going to be hot. Without Jeremy Howell, it's going to make it so much easier for Chol and Casbolt. I just love what they're doing up there at the Suns, and they will win this one in an absolute nail-biter, and this will not be, I don't think, more than 10 points.
I'm going to go Collingwood.
Okay.
And I have no reason why.
I know why. Because if Collingwood wins, Jamie wins.
Collingwood by 15 points.
Yeah.
And there's nothing else there.
Well, they've won 5 in a row.
5 in a row now.
It's got a break. Got a break. All right, let's get into Sunday Fun Day. Hey, kids are free. Don't hold me to that.
It's not true anymore.
Not anymore, no. AFL can't afford it. They've got too many executive bills to pay and their wages. Richmond versus Wet Toast, MCG 210. All right, the gallery, Jake Arts is in. Castagna, after a number of weeks, has been also brought in. Lambert is in. Ryan Mansell is in. And Kebabgate, Sydney Stack, all in. Good to see. In for the Eagles, Harry Edwards, Jai Cully. Nick Nat is back. The hyphen, Petrevsky Seaton is in. And Zane True in. Out. Prestia out with concussion. Jordan Clark omitted. Old Scotchy, Callum Jameson, he's been omitted. And Josh J. Kennedy has been managed. 2 newies, Jay Cully, Zane True are in. Jack Darling playing his 250th game. Probably could go around for a few more years the way he's looking at the moment. He's going to have to because there's nobody else going to be kicking goals for them. Richmond in a canter, but it is good to see Nick Nat. I think with Kennedy out, it's going to make it too hard. I don't see where all their goals are going to come from, but it's not going to be as easy as Richmond think. It could be one of those games where it might be tight for a while and then it could be blowout-ski. Or it's going to get blowout-ski early and then sort of hold that margin. But I reckon Richmond by about probably 5 or 6 goals with this one, big boy.
I'm going to go Richmond, and I reckon the margin's probably going to be 10 goals.
What are you expecting from Nick Nat in first game back?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I mean, I know I've said I'll never speak ill of Nick Nat ever again after he tore us a new one, but what's he going to offer? Seriously.
He'll get his hands on the ball first.
That's it.
That's it.
I don't... It's a rant. It's not the night for a rant, Peps. This is tipped out. It's not...
Get your Nick Nat off your back.
It's not a
give the listeners a bone.
There's no rants for me tonight.
Okay. But you're going with Richmond.
I'm going Richmond. 10 goals.
Right.
10 goals.
10 goals. All right. 2 games to go. Giants versus the Hawks at GS. What's GS?
Giant Stadium.
Giant State.
I told you, are you feeling okay, Peps? I questioned you. You said you were okay.
I'm all right.
Have you had a rough day? Because tonight, you're just a bit rough tonight, Peps. Just making sure you're okay.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm good. Just 2 sets of swimming lessons, mate. Just pay. Chlorine's gone to my head. Matt Flynn in, Wade Dirksen in, Zach Sproul in for the Giants. In for the Hawks, Finney McGuinness, the legend himself, Jack Gunston, Hardigan, and Will Sunny Days is in. Daniel Howe omitted. Wade Dirksen playing his first game for the Giants. I think the Giants last week against Collingwood, the score flattered them a bit. It was almost, I think, Collingwood put the cue in the rack. But you've got to give them some credit for the way they got back into the game.
Uh-huh.
I'm picking the Giants. I just think Hawthorn, they've peaked. They've done as well as they possibly can. Yeah, they've peaked for the season. I don't think they're going to be able to continue. Like, when I say peaked, they were really challenging teams early, and I think maybe they've sort of worked them out a bit. And I just think the Giants themselves, they've actually been playing some pretty good footy over the last month. I think since Leon Cameron left, Mark Verbees, like I said, we've said it many times, let them have the shackles. See you later, boys. Off they go.
CVJ.
Hogan's been getting his hands on the ball, which is great to see. Haynes has been playing down forward a bit. I just like what they're doing. I'm going to go the Giants.
Cogs has been back in it as well.
Who?
Cogs has looked a little bit better.
Yeah, but isn't it just Cogs is back to like 2017, 18 Cogs.
I wouldn't go that far.
No, but that's what he's playing like. He's getting to more contests, and when you get to more contests, more chances of getting to the ball. He's making more impact on the scoreboard.
Like what you said, Peps. Like as I said, like as we know, this game, midfielders who hit the scoreboard are worth their weight in gold, and it looks like, as you said, McVeigh has freed them up, and Cogs is a lot more around the ground now.
And and it's good for him because you watch that documentary from a year ago when they dropped him. The look on his face is, oh God, you can't drop the captain. He's now playing with a bit more spunk, which is good.
One thing I haven't seen Giants respond to this yet. Yes, they were very gallant in charging towards Collingwood last week, but they were behind by 7 goals. So when you make 7 goals or 10 goals or 12 goals or 14 goals, it doesn't matter what you lose by, you're going to lose. So it freed them up. My fear is, can they hold a lead? Can they defend a lead? Can they actually be the team in front doing both way running?
Well, they weren't in front at all. So you really can't hold that. I reckon they can.
Okay.
It's only Hawthorn. Like, it's not exactly top of the tier stuff. And I think they've just got too much experience around the park to be able to lose it. So I'm going the Giants. 5.5 goals. What's that? 33 points. Yeah, I'll take that. 33 points at home. Nice win. Hogan going to kick 4. Nice.
Hawks by 8 goals.
All right. Hey, remember last week how it was an absolute ripper? Port versus Gold Coast. I reckon you've found your slot. The last game of the weekend is not the graveyard spot. It's the power surge. Fremantle versus Port, 5:20 p.m. at Optus Stadium. Let's get this one because I'm bloody excited because this is going to shape the 8 regardless. Shape the top 4 regardless of what happens. Connor Blakey, Michael Walters, Nathan Wilson, and SS Sam Sturt all in. For you, the height. Yep. Burn Jones, yes. Jace Burgoyne. Jeez, they love a Burgoyne down at Port, don't they?
Love it.
In Horazio is back. Hey, it's black and white with this bloke. Robbie Gray and Tom Cleary all in. Liam Henry out for the Duckers. Once again, a little bit soft. Riley Bonner injured and Sam Mays omitted. Interesting. Jace Burgoyne in for his first game. Good luck to you. Luke Ryan is playing his 100th. Nathan Wilson playing his 150th. Aliyah 2 times. Playing his 100th game. I'm going to let you start this one off, my friend, because you've been good the last few weeks, Jamie. Like this club, what are you sitting at the moment? Is it 7-2 since you started losing? Or was it?
Correct. Yeah, we've probably been one of the better teams since we started winning again after our 0-5 start to the season. So it's been a pretty good run, Peps. But the problem we've got ourselves into is every game is almost like an elimination final. And that just gets tiring. And we're up against, our next 4 weeks is going to be tough. We've got you guys, we've got Freo, we've got Geelong or Brisbane in there. We've got a tough Carlton in there somewhere. We've got a tough run.
Yep.
The inclusion of Darcy Byrne-Jones, yeah, okay. Riley Bonner actually has had a really good season. I've been quite impressed with him. Tom Cleary coming in. Robbie Gray, this is probably Robbie Gray's last season. Orazio Fantasia, I don't know. I don't know about that one there. Tom Cleary, yes.
He has been an underwhelming input.
When he's on the ground and injury free.
When he's on
fantastic.
The ground.
Yeah, on the ground. Fantastic. Love him.
Start.
But at the moment, we've got the likes of Todd Marshall coming through and he's kicking his 2 to 3 or 4 a game. Solid hand, solid kick. He's one of the best kickers in the AFL.
Solid forward line against Freo because they have got a strong back line. Strong.
Very, very good. And, it's only getting stronger. They've got Michael Walters coming in, Wilson as well. They've got a strong few players coming in. So, will we beat Fremantle? Well, you always take the opinion that Charlie Dixon in playing a top 8 team means that we're going to lose. That's always your standard line, Peps. So, for me, I reckon Port... we'll probably lose this one. And I reckon it's going to be a loss of 2 goals. For me, Port down by 2 goals. Just based on the Fremantle who they're bringing in and who we're bringing in, I just don't think we've got the same cattle on the park as those guys.
So I see every week between now and the end of the season there's going to be an upset. Has to be. Because clubs like yours, Bulldogs went down... Tonight. We'll go down tonight.
Well, we've tipped them, and I'm the best tipper in the country.
Right. At the moment. On this podcast, anyway. They're going to find it hard. Gold Coast is strong. So I think there's a lot of these teams that they're going, okay, if we can't make finals, we're going to make it hard because we can influence. And with the top 5 to 6 so close, they can shape it.
Yeah.
So even the thing is that even if you go down, you don't want to go down by a lot because you don't want their percentage getting bigger because their percentage could be the difference between second and third, which is a home or an away final.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a feeling, though, Freo have to drop one. They've got to drop one. And I reckon
home, though?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Mantle might be half-mast by the end of tonight. Or the end of the day. End of the weekend. I'm going with your mob
Peps,
by
are you feeling okay?
I'm the best tipster not going around at the moment.
I'm just
and I'm
making
going by your
sure
mob by one. I'm going with your mob by a solitary point.
Like, we're recording this on a Thursday night, and you're calling this game on a Sunday arvo tonight.
Yep. You're going to win by a point. 1 point.
1 point.
Yep.
Well, if
Put your house on it.
if that's 1 point, and it is like less than a goal game, I'm going to scream at you on the phone.
Okay. It'll be a point. Your mob by a point, and if Port win, you have to start the Tuesday night show. Turn on.
No one wants to see my pigeon
Two
chest.
reasons. There's two reasons not to. There's another reason not to tune in to listen to the audio. Don't listen to the video. Watch the video. All right. There's our tips. So a cracking round of footy. I can't wait. 8 rounds to go. It's going to be movers and shakers. Bottom, top, you name it. We'll be back Tuesday night. Lace out. Everybody's been tuning in over or on the podcast. Thank you very much. Numbers have been sensational this year, and it's all because you want your footy just like the way that we like to deliver it. Simply lace out. So on behalf of me, Christopher Pepper, the great man, the superstar, your man, the newsbreaker, Jamie, the J-Dog Wallis,